Hey guys, Steve here from Blossom Racing. Going to bring another video to you really quick. And this is going to be about how to get them pesky spiral locks out of a piston. Well, here at Blossom Racing, this is a piston that we make and we design. And if you see this little notch right here, right in the wrist pin area, well, that notch leads right to the spiral lock. Which makes it a heck of a lot easier to get the spiral lock out of this piston versus this one, as you can see, which doesn't have a notch in it. So real quick, I'll show you how to take the spiral lock out of this one. This one's the heck of a lot easier one. The other one takes a little bit of work to get at it. So basically, the tools that you're going to need for the one with the notch is just a pair of needle nose pliers, and I took one tip to the belt sander and just made it a little bit narrow so that it'll actually get down in and behind it. So let me get you down here to the piston. You got to take all the rings out, of course. So remove all those. And so here's the piston. So basically, you're going to take your side of the needle nose pliers that you cut to fit in there. You're just going to push it down in the hole and then just pry right on up and out. And it pops out that easy. Now, if only the other pistons were that easy. So let's get to it. And this is kind of the trick that I do. It does take a little bit to get used to. It's not like the cure all, the fix all, but it definitely helps me out. So the tools you're going to need is going to be your needle nose pliers that you cut. You are going to need a punch with an extremely sharp tip. This tip is not extremely sharp, so I'll actually take it to the belt sander and make it a little bit sharper. And you are going to need a trusty hammer. So just taking my punch to the belt sander. And I got a really good tip on that. I mean, literally, I could probably push that through my finger. So let's not do that, though, and shove it through my finger. With that being said, a couple of safety things. Whatever you do, don't hold on to your piston like this and come in, because if you do, this is going to slip. It's going to go all the way through right where your hand's at, and that's not going to be a good thing. So just set your piston down on to the bench, and let me grab the spiral lock right here, and I'll show you the aspects of it. So if you look at the very tip of the spiral lock right here, there is a notch, a little notch. And that's going to be the area that I'm going to aim for. So if your spiral lock is down in there, in your piston, you want to look for the end, the very tip of the spiral lock that is closest to you, that's on the outside, not the one down underneath. You're going to look for that tip. And when you come in with your pick, you're going to put your pick right about where that tip is, okay? You'll probably have to play around with this a little bit to get the right spot. But once you figure it out, it actually makes it pretty easy. So let's go back to the piston. So looking down into the piston, the very tip of the spiral lock on this one is aiming straight down at the bottom. The other one on the other side. Wow, that one's going to be hard to get out on that side. Holy moly. That's way in there. All right, so we're going to try and get this side out. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your pick right at the end of that spiral lock, the very tip, okay? And you want to put it on a huge angle. Basically lay it up against the other side of the wrist pin hole. Once you have that in position and the very tip of it is right at the very tip of your spiral lock, right? And then you have that laying up against it. Once you're in this position, take your hammer and just kind of tap that baby down in there. And then you're going to hold it in. Then it's just a matter of prying the tip out. Now, a lot of times the tip will fall off. It'll pop off. You just got to get it just right when you get down in there. And you're just going to bend that tip. Hopefully, I don't know if you're going to be able to see down in there. Yep, you can see that. So you see how I have that tip bent? So the tip is bent out. So that's all you're going to do is get that pick down behind the very tip of that spiral lock and bend it out. And then your pair of needle nose pliers. Reach down, grab a hold of that tip, and pull it right out just like that. And that, my friends, hopefully, once you do this trick a few times, mind you, I've done it, a few times. Hopefully, if you play around with that, they will be a heck of a lot easier to get out. All right, so thanks. Hopefully, this video helped you guys out. And please like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Hit it as many times as you can, guys. It really helps me out. So, all right, you guys take care and have a great day.